Hello, welcome to the second part of our orientation for our Math 200 course, Introduction to Probability and Statistics, the online course at Cañada College. In this portion, we will be looking at Canvas. So Canvas is our learning management system, and you can get to it by typing smccd.instructure.com on your browser. You can also go to cañadacollege.edu and look at the upper left hand corner under Tools or Student Tools and go into Canvas. And once you get there, you can sign in. Now, if you haven't signed in before, there's some information about resetting your password and looking through the tutorial and making sure that you're using the my.smccd.edu password, or email, I should say. And then you log in, and once you log in, you should see a bunch of tiles in your, depending on how many of your courses are going to be using Canvas, you'll see that many tiles. So I have a lot of tiles, but the one you want to look for is Math 200 OLH. That's a CRN 90046. So you can go into that course, and then once you get into that course, you will see the information that you're going to see here. And so I'm just going to quickly go into my student view so you can see what you should be expecting on your end. So our home page is actually set to the modules page, and in here we have several modules. We have course information, we have my stat lab, and then we have chapters 1, 2, 3 all the way up to 11. And so let's go through a couple of these modules. The course information has an intro to the home page, and you can click on that and check out what's going on in there. There's a discussion board that we'll take a look at later on. There are some FAQs, and these videos will be pasted on here eventually. Also in the course information is technology to use. This encourages you to use technology like the graphing calculator, or two of the programs that I like for this particular course is StatCrunch, which is the online extension of my stat lab, and a StatDisk, which is a program that you can download onto your computer and then use quite easily for future calculations, especially towards the inferential statistics portion of the course. And there's also a short video on getting started with some of these programs. The next part, or the next module that comes up, is my stat lab. We'll take a look at that in the last part of our orientation. But for now, you can see that there are several links to get to several things in my stat lab. We have a browser check. You can get to the assignments, the homework, and the quizzes. You can get to the study plan, the StatCrunch that I was just talking about. There's two versions of the textbook. There's an e-text and an e-book that's HTML based. There's tools for success that I would like to show you later on when we get to the third part of our orientation. A multimedia library, and some other stuff that you can take a look at. Beyond that, there's the chapters. So each of these chapters are represented with a PowerPoint presentation and a lecture. The presentation is something that you can download. You can also get these PowerPoint presentations from the multimedia library. I can show you that. But these are video lectures that you can watch of based on the PowerPoint presentation. There are video lectures of the particular chapter, and the lectures are usually broken up into sections. So if I click on one of these, you can see sections 3.1, 3.2, another one for 3.3, and then a separate one for 3.4. So these are shorter lectures that you can view. Let's go back to the home page. You can also take a look at some homework help. And these are homework problems that are similar to your homework assignments. And so if you're stuck on a homework assignment, you can check out one of these videos to see if they fit your homework, and then try to see how to solve the particular problems. Okay, so that goes through all the way up to chapter 11, and a few of these chapters have extra class lectures and extra calculator notes, for example. So you can take a look at those as we get to those chapters. So that's our home page. Beyond our home page, Canvas also has information about the syllabus. Now, the hard copy of the syllabus and the schedules can be downloaded here. There's a summary of the syllabus here in the syllabus page, but I think more importantly in the syllabus page are a list of homework assignments that are going to be due that you can click on. So there's a math autobiography that's due on August 24th. The chapters 1 and 2 homework assignments are due on the 29th, and the quizzes are due on the 30th. And so this would be a good thing to check up on every now and again so that you can make sure that you are up on your homework assignments and other assignments for the course. You can also take a view of the calendar. If this browser was wide enough, this calendar would actually be on the right hand side instead of down on the page. But let me see if I can stretch my browser out. So my browser is stretched out a little bit. So now if I go to the top of the page, I can see the calendar and the assignments that are weighted by the different groups. So that information is also in your regular syllabus. Okay. So the next button down the list is the assignments page. You can view the assignments by the dates, the due dates. So the first one is math autobiography. So this is like the syllabus view. You can also sort it by type, where you can see all the homework assignments and all the quizzes and all the journal assignments, etc. We have a few of these categories that are not yet filled, of course, because we haven't taken them yet, but you can see it by category. You can also, from the assignments page, you can click on the math autobiography. Anytime you see a link to a homework assignment, you can try to get to that homework assignment. Journal assignments take you to the homework assignments, but the homework does not really take you to the homework assignments. It just has no content. It says here to go to my stat lab, and so you can access my stat lab through the home page and the modules. That's again something that we'll uncover in the third portion of our orientation. So that's the assignments page. Your grade page will be your grade book, and it will be updated periodically. I need about a week or so to get the grades going for the journal assignments, and then I usually update the homework grades as well as the quiz grades after the exams. And so I'll try to get that uploaded and updated as soon as possible after the exams, or after the first exam, and then the second exam, and then the final. The next link is the discussion board. There's a pinned discussion right now talking about our welcome discussion board. And remember, back in the home page, in the intro to the home, and then welcome discussion board, if you click on that, you'll see that it actually takes you to that particular discussion, and then you can see that this is just an introduction about yourself. Now, our discussion boards have actually a few other discussion boards that are from our journal assignments, so you can take a look at that as well. They don't make much sense right now, but the study plan is about how you're planning to study for the first exam, and then some other information about here about your other journal assignments. The last few links are other links that are associated with our college and our district. There's a Title IX page, there's an accessibility page, and there's also a Google Drive page. If you're hooked up to Google Drive, we're not really going to use that for our course. And then there's a Cañada library that you can access as well. Okay, so this is our Canvas site, and I hope that you're going to have time in the beginning of the course to explore the site and take a look at the different features that are available here for you. Okay, I'll see you in the next part of the orientation.